Live
There we
from
go.
New York is Professor Spack and Dr. J talking stocks with Kamal, Linda, Kat, Sean,
Boy, we got
Spoon,
we got
Kat,
the whole gang already.
bunch
They
of
were
people.
they were chomping at the bit to get here at 3:30.
Yeah, they're all nervous. Aren't you nervous?
Well, yes, I could get that. I've been uh I've been sweating it out, thinking maybe I bought in before the big correction, and then I'm just gonna have to take this ride down.
I've been selling into it.
Well, that makes one of us.
I'm now close to 40, probably exactly 40% cash.
Nice, nice.
So I'm ready to jump back in on at a moment's notice, of course.
The alacrity. What is it? The alacrity of a swan you have.
Yes, the alacrity of a swan.
Now, who is this person? Make it if you like it. I think someone relatively new.
I now own about 40% less Amazon. So my Amazon opinion is not as high as it was a month ago.
Uh-huh.
I've been selling everything, though, in all fairness, not just
Well,
quality,
how deep are you still in?
but everything.
Well, Professor Omar. That's who that is.
Where?
Make it if you like it.
Make it if you like it.
So you know what that is? That's an AIT. I was wondering what that was.
Make it if you like it told me that he sold everything.
And meanwhile, he's beaten us this week. He's like the only one who's positive this whole week.
He was 7% positive the other day, but he picked 3 marijuana stocks.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
And he smartly got off the fangs at the right time.
Yeah.
Well, that makes that man much smarter than me. He should really be your co-host.
We're not going to give him too much credit just yet.
Right. The proof is in the pudding, Professor Omar.
Maybe he sold too early. We don't know. Maybe it's just a little correction.
Well, I hope so. I'm looking at the chart for the Qs for the Nasdaq just to see, because that's the one with the most bad news.
We're going to chart the SPX and the Dow Jones Industrial Averages.
You should do the Qs also, only because they're behaving very, very exceptionally.
Greg is with us today.
All right, Greg.
Antonio is with us as well. Where's Antonio? Yeah, my two best picks of the year are doing fabulous. I can't complain. DraftKings and Dermatech. I should have just put my whole portfolio into those two names. Be done with it.
Well, I was reluctant to jump into DraftKings with you, but now I'm glad I had.
Yeah, DraftKings amazing. It just keeps going. Get a new Wi-Fi connection.
How strong are your arms and legs?
I hope it's strong in line. I'll tell you that much.
But you see, he named himself Dr. J the Goat, or she named herself Dr. J the Goat, which I don't disagree with. But I was taken to this shed for interrupting you all of once.
Yeah. Pete is a super duper handicapper. He's won the weekly more than anybody.
Indeed. I've been following him.
He's had the best swing picks probably of anyone.
Yeah, I've been following. The thing is, he should also tell us when he bails, so I'm not left holding the bag.
Linda's had some amazing picks.
Oh, well, she's one of the few that's doing very well overall on GHSI. She got in good. She probably got out good.
Well, I don't know. I mean, only Linda knows for sure.
Exactly.
Only her hairdresser knows.
Only her hairdresser knows for sure. That's okay, Dr. J. I'm just Dr. J the Goat. I'm just playing with you anyway. I have thicker skin and all that. Yeah, CTXR. Good. We have to do that one on our list today.
My best pick is for the last 2 weeks. My best swing trade has been flat, CTIC. But flat on a terrible market is not terrible.
Right.
I still like CTIC a lot. Rolling NDA. They're gonna get FDA approval before the year is up, no doubt. Probably third quarter for an MF drug, and they're ready to rock and roll. This is a company that's been around a while, kind of like CVM. So CTIC is one we'll look at the chart.
Okay, I'm writing these down. That one I didn't write down yet, actually, because I didn't know where we stood on that one.
Now, I got rid of, I shed my Luminar. I saw the light and I spread my.
Did you?
I saw the light on that one. I sold it today. Took my loss.
Okay. Somehow, if this market continues to degrade, I'm gonna have to start taking some real losses myself.
Yeah, I took some losses. These two, whoops.
Who are we hiding?
These two that Magnificent Answer just mentions, they're holding because they're a special case. Good data, they go up 10-1.
Right.
Bad data, they go to 0. So it's independent of the rest of the market. It's their own little gamble.
Yeah, I've been buying into that because of that whole range of 18 to 25. And so
I have to admit, one of the few stocks I bought with 17 and change was CVM. It hit my number, you know.
Did you really? Wow. Okay. Yeah, actually, I got back in at 18 because we were thinking 18 to 24, 18 to 24.
It hit my number, so I figured I'll take a shot.
Smart. Yeah, that's what I did. Hopefully, that's a good move. It's just that we were already so overexposed in that stock that it was just hard to keep putting more money into it.
I'm not overexposed anymore because I had sold a lot.
But remember, Dr. J, I promised you I would hold it to 100, and I'm sticking with my promise.
You didn't promise on a Bible, you just promised a little promise.
Well, I mean, these things are being taped. They're online. They don't disappear. It's more important than a Bible.
Looking at one of my watch lists, Apple down 2%. You got the creme de la creme of blue chips down 2% today.
Well, that's why Dr. Omo is smart.
The Dow is up 17. The S&P futures are down 34. And Centabulous loves ACAD. That's up today by almost 1.5%. So there's a few bucking the trend, but very few. I looked at
very few. I know. I'm seeing mostly a sea of red with like a couple of greens floating on top.
Here's an interesting one that Greg has been in. I don't know if he's still in.
Thanks, Coach.
ADXS and Vaxis. It had a big run to $1.40. Now it's come back down to 77 cents today. So it got cut in half, but it had been as low as 20 cents. So it's all over the place. And Vaxis is interesting. They have a listeria immunotherapy drug.
Which company is this? I'm sorry.
Vaxis, ADXS. We never talked about it, right?
No, we haven't. Okay.
We'll put it on the list for today,
ADXS. I'll do that.
Yeah. But it's down sharply today, 6.7%. AHPI is interesting. It's bucking the trend slightly. It's up 3 pennies. Allied Health, a little micro cap stock, probably under 100 million in capital market MC. And I think it's one that could pop. It's a COVID play, but all hospitals buy from them. Little company. It's an interesting one. Maybe we take a look at that one. I want to look at some ones.
Somebody did our homework this week, huh?
I want to look at ones we haven't looked at much.
Yeah, I threw a couple on my picks for the week.
How about Amazon? It deserves looking at. Down 80 today. Down 80 is a big number.
80, huh?
Yeah, big number.
Like I said, the whole Nasdaq is just bleeding. And remember, that was the savior last time.
You want to look at our holy trilogy of Innovis, Avanex, and BIB, B-I-I.
BIB and Sava, yeah, please. I have that written down, actually.
All right, so ANVX, ANVS, ADVL.
ADVL, right, not XL. That's a different one.
I don't know. Wait a second. Am I confused?
It's ADXL.
I'm all confused with these symbols.
Yeah, I know. Well, that one, because one of them is the one that we got from
I don't
Fosco.
want to look at Avadel. I want to look at Anavex.
Right.
Well, we'll figure it out.
We certainly will. There's one I'm in and one I'm not in.
ARWR is a Chris favorite. We should look at
Right.
that.
Arrowhead, right.
ARWR is down with the market 5.5% to $76. That's one that looks like it's going to 100, so might be a buying opportunity there.
Okay.
Ephesus down to $1.90, believe it or not. Remember when we were using it when it was $2.50?
Yeah, I'm very, very upset. I bought back in around $2.20, thinking I had a bargain.
Yeah, bargain. But remember, we were debating whether or not it was a buy at $2.50, and I said, no, it's going to go to low twos.
Yeah, that's what we were thinking. So I jumped in around 220, below 2.25.
I bought some at 218, and then I sold it plus more, even a lower number, like 208. No, I think I bought at 228, sold at 218.
Yeah, I know.
I still have a tremendous amount.
Yeah, I know. It's one of our biggest holdings, both of
I
us.
still have a tremendous amount. How about Arenia bucking the trend today? Actually up 0.62%.
Little by little, I'll get my money back on that.
14.51 a share. I wrote the March 19 puts for 15 strike. So I'm actually making money from the premium that I got.
Did you buy it when it was above 15?
Then says good news was ignored by the market on Advel.
On the other ADL.
Yeah, that's the Fosco pick.
That's the Fosco pick, yeah.
Yeah. Will it get bought? I don't think so. I don't think so.
At least I hope it gets bought for above $3 anyway.
How about American Water collapsing? It's 132. I bought it in the 150s.
Which one is this?
AWK, one of your plays.
Oh yeah, right. I'm still just playing the ETF and just going across the board.
But Boeing, despite accidents, terrible events,
right,
up 3% today to 230.
Bounces like a boing.
Let's put the chart of Boeing on the list. All
right, fine. I don't know why. You were actually, for a while, you were bearish on it, even after that other accident.
Yeah.
Bullish on it.
Yeah. How about the engine's on fire? They barely make it back, and nothing goes.
Well, maybe that was good news. That even when the engine was on fire, it was able to fly.
Well, we have one that's bucking the trend today, VCRX. Put that on the list.
Oh, it's always on our list. Are you kidding?
It's up 28 cents to 12.03.
Yay.
BIIB. I sold all my BIIB.
Did you? I'm still holding.
It's at 268, down $1.70 today. Down fractionally, really.
I'm hoping that goes to 300 before the FDA makes their decision.
I just don't want to be in things that I have to gamble too much on, like an FDA decision.
Well, that's the nature of this. Unless you just buy Amazon for the rest of your life.
No, even Amazon, forget it. You go broke right now buying Amazon.
Yeah, but you're not waiting. What are you waiting on? Some sort of antitrust thing to happen? Or some other government thing? Really?
We're getting spanked with the SPACs. CCIV.
Yes, we're getting SPACed.
Down 12%.
Now,
get a load of this.
Switchback made its merger.
Yes.
And it was sort of a whimper.
Yeah, but it didn't go down, which is good.
It didn't go down that much. I mean, it went down before it.
Yeah. CCIV, Churchill is $24. It was very high recently.
I mean, people are still behind that one. After the big drop, they were thinking they might still, now it's more fairly priced.
Well, Lucid Motors is very clear to me what's going to happen. It's very lucid, right?
Very lucid to you, yes. Very lucid.
So we'll take a look at CCIV chart.
Yep. Well, again, this is a long-term play. I'm going to just wait till after the merger if I'm going to even touch that one.
You want to look at Coke P, Stevie Cohen?
Absolutely. It's on my list already.
All right.
We have a big list, but, we'll do what we can. We'll see what the audience says.
Yeah. What
And,
about,
and we'll have a fun hour.
we have to look at CTIC. Up 2
Yes,
cents.
on my list.
Bucking the trend, up 2 cents. Curaleaf is down on the day. We haven't looked at that one.
Yeah, I didn't write down any of the marijuanas. If anybody has a specific marijuana, I'll write it down.
All right, so we're staying shy of marijuana today, in other words.
For now, until
Unless
until there's any real news.
we have to look at DraftKings.
We definitely have to look at DraftKings.
BKNG. It opened at $72 today, $71.83.
Right. It's been flirting with the 70s.
Now
Like I
it's
said, I'm hoping it goes to 100 at some point.
$5 now.
What?
A tiny bit at 70. Just a tiny bit.
Why not? You're convinced it's going to 100 eventually, and they just announced a deal with Dish.
I'm convinced DraftKings and Dermatech are both going to 100. I don't know who gets there first. And another one that's going to 100, but slower apparently, is ARWR.
Right. No, you've been on that one for a while. We'll definitely have to take a look at that one.
Etsy is having a bad day, down $29, 12% to 2.
Wow.
Etsy is being spanked.
Wow.
You want to look at that one? No.
Well, we'll see. Now I'm not going to put that at a high priority. We got to look at Mankind also.
Mankind, put it down.
Yeah.
Really hammered from $6 to $3.
Yeah, I know, and that's one of our favorites.
Fuel Cell down 10%. Linda, what's going on?
Wow. Yeah, Linda. Yeah.
$3.83. FedEx is bucking the trend, $2.59.
Okay, well.
Up a quarter of 24 cents. Most everything's red. It's crazy day.
Peter's looking for XL. What does XL mean?
It's another EV play.
Okay.
GHSI is up 12.8% today, 32 pence to 281. So we'll look at that one.
Okay.
That one will probably go down to 50 cents, Linda. Don't like that one. Linda likes it, but I don't.
Yeah, Linda's already out of Fuel Cell.
No, I'm talking about BCRX.
Oh.
Not BCRX. GHSI. I don't like it. I don't like 6-for-1 reverse splits. It started at 50 cents the day of the split. It'll end up at 50 cents after the split. I don't like these reverse splits. In between, you can get a pop like you got today, but my long-term view of any reverse split is negative. Very few of them make it, maybe 1 out of 10. So you're a 9-to-1 shot right away.
Like Citigroup. Actually, Dr. Romo is not too crazy about XL.
Oh, really? He doesn't like the chart?
I don't know. Well, we'll find out if we ever get to it.
GTHX is collapsing further. It's just sickening to look at. Humanigen, which has been a high flyer, was like $22. Now it's 16, down $1 today. Or a sea of red. IPV is one I like. Remember, that's one SPAC that I like.
Yes, that's the other. That's the other play for self-driving cars.
LiDAR play. AUVA is the name of the company they're merging with. I can't even say the name. I don't know what it is. Kimberly Clark is.
It's still a SPAC for now. So you don't
Kimberly Clark is up today. Big deal. Up 1.1%. KMPH is up 40% to $13, but it had been as high as $18 today. It was a beautiful short. I tried to short it pre-market, but my broker wouldn't let me. I don't know why. I can't. You can't short pre-market. Whatever. I could have shorted it after it opened. It still was high, but I said to hell with it. I
Dr.
knew,
J,
I
there are
knew it was going down from the mid-16s.
some people talking about the battery plays, after the Excel conversation. And I've been hearing about these shortages of lithium and the shortages of nickel.
Got one for you to buy. MESO. You ever hear of that company?
I'm in that one forever, and I'm getting myself killed.
You were sweating bullets when they were halted.
Yeah,
For days they were halted.
I doubled down on that one. I'm still vulnerable.
If it had a split through the 10 days of compliance, well, that's why companies split, reverse split, because they can't comply with NASDAQ requirements.
Yeah, well,
That's nothing particular to JHSI. You can't shake the due
she
date.
still likes it. Well, all right, that's fine.
Look,
You could always buy it in the pink sheets.
Linda, you might get a pop all the way to 5, but then it'll go to 50 cents. That's how these pennies work.
You mean after the split, after the reverse split?
Yeah, maybe it'll continue rallying to $4, $5, and then collapse.
I think she's just bummed because when it's so low, she can't put it on the weekly competition.
I personally don't like anything that says reverse split. I'm out. I get out immediately. I don't look. I don't care about the due diligence. I don't care about anything. I'm out. It's graphite mining. Would you like to throw your money away, Chris?
Well, that's what he's talking about. This whole idea that the ingredients that go into these batteries are getting more and more scarce.
I don't like mining, any kind of mining company. Graphite, gold, silver, you name it. I don't like.
Nickel. I'm naming nickel now because that's what they said on CNBC.
It's in the ground. I don't like it.
Okay.
It's just a prejudice of mine.
All right. Fair enough. I mean, it does destroy the earth and create sinkholes.
DMTK. We're gonna.
There you go, DMTK. That's
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna have a follower there.
Yeah. All right. Linda's the boss. Go.
She is.
Linda. Nobody messes with Linda. Linda's in charge of this board.
Pretty much.
3M is up with the Dow.
Yeah, I bailed on that one a long time ago.
I got rid of it at 174. One of my only stocks that's up is NBLX, up 1.55%, 25 cents to 1503. I was talking about this at $5 as a dividend play.
Hmm.
So I went through a lot of names, and I think it's time. NEO down 4%.
Yeah, every now and then people ask about that one.
We should really chart that. It's $41 already. Nikola down another 7%. My goodness, 1658.
How much? 60? Yeah, well,
Nova,
they got no partners.
Novavax is way under 200 already. $1.84 already. These high flyers are getting massacred.
Indeed.
Everything. Here's one that might be a bargain. OCUL, Ocular Therapeutics for dry eyes. They're down 7.
Wasn't that one of the ones we were looking at? We were looking at a couple of eye plays.
I like OCUL. I liked it at 5. I sold it at 6, I think. Made a few bucks.
Was it one of our Alex plays an eye play?
I don't remember who gave us this one, but I know I was in it, made money on it, said goodbye too early. I blame my eye doctor because I showed him. I told him the story. He said,
Right.
Blame my eye doctor.
Clarence asks if I'm still in the the 3D plays, and the answer is yes. I'm still on those. I'm doing now PRNT, so I get all of them at once.
PRLB, is that doing anything?
Protolab.
Yeah.
It's it's with the market. It's just sort of laying there. That's why I switched over to the I just switched over to the ETF. I said PRNT. You gotta trust the ARC group.
Plug below 40 might be interesting. It's $43 now. Plug.
What's that?
Plug.
Oh, plug. Yeah.
Might be interesting. Proto
Well, like I
Labs
said,
earnings
all
down
of those
four and a
plays
half.
right now are sort of languishing.
What do you think Protolab is now? I still remember it over 200. It's 139.
Yeah, no, I know. I bailed pretty
I
recently.
haven't looked at it in a long time.
It has its moments, and then it sort of deflates like a balloon.
I'm buying more miso after the show.
Are you really?
Yeah, what the
It'll
hell?
make me feel better about holding.
I'm going to double down on my miso. They didn't go out of business. That's a good
No,
sign.
they may have another partner.
Yeah, there's good things happening. Rocket mortgages down 32% today.
That's another one of those Reddit plays.
Crazy.
Yeah, so you just got you either jump in with both feet or just leave it alone.
You better leave it alone. Sava down 5%.
That one's bothering me.
$48.
That one's bothering me. I bought back in at 53 after all that money we made.
I think I might buy a little bit at $48. I mean, it depends. I'll have to buy after market.
Yeah. Oh, why? Oh, because it's already 4 o'clock. Yeah.
Ready for o'clock. So if I get the urge, I'll buy after market.
Oh, Pete had to leave. Sorry, Pete. See you later.
Yeah, I'm just continuing to look and get sick. The SPX is down 1.3% or 50 points to 37.74. Not a good day. Your SRAC is down 10%.
Yeah, I bailed out of that one.
50.
I'm gonna wait until it becomes momentous, and then I'll get back in.
Everything. TGT, Target.
Yeah, Target took a massive hit.
No, Target is 173. The other one,
It took a hit yesterday then, but it took a hit.
TGTX got a big hit, $42, down almost 5%. Tilray down 2.36 to 25.42.
Yeah, but
Let's
the other one's up.
can't stand looking at my phone anymore. I'm getting sick.
Yeah, let's just make some charts.
The only reason I did that was to catch my breath and rest a little bit before the charts because I was working out with my personal trainer, Big Mike. Hey, Big Mike. So
And I don't know. It takes a lot of muscles to move that mouse to make those lines.
He told me do this one. Can you do this one? 225-232-5326.
That's my old girlfriend's phone number.
Is that right? Let's do it. Charting time. You got the list, right?
Yeah, I do. First, we'll do at least one index.
Watch with all of this.
We'll take Linda's comment off before we move.
Linda, I wish you luck with GHS. I really do. In my experience, it always makes a little pop after the reverse split and then collapses. All right.
So you take Linda's comment off.
There'll be an offering, some such nonsense to make it collapse.
Spoon's asking about. Did you get rid of Linda's comment?
No.
So I'll do that first. Spoon's asking about VBEV. We know that Arjun is still very, very bullish.
Let's get that up on the board too, VBIV.
Yeah, no, it's on my list.
Maybe we'll do it first.
Okay.
How's that?
Fine with me. It's one of my big holdings too.
Hopefully my computer is not too slow today. I was having troubles earlier. I mean, there's so many things. It's like the S&P or like the Dow. Wow, getting massacred. The NASDAQ is off almost 3%. Dermatech is off 4%. It's just a horrible day.
Yeah.
Do VBIV.
All right.
As
far as the fundamentals that Arjun likes, he's still very very bullish. At least for a short. The only thing people have been complaining about on StockTwits about VBIV is that they have some good stuff and they're not doing enough good PR. I mean, people are
Every
saying that this vaccine business is not going away, and so that's something. Plus, they have all that hepatitis stuff that they could be talking about.
every single bulletin board on StockTwit says the same thing. The PR is terrible, the CEO is terrible, management is terrible. It's the same story.
Mm.
So I wouldn't put much credence on that. But 308 is serious. It's looking serious, 7%.
Yeah, I know. I mean, because remember, I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to get it at the low threes, and now, yeah, here we go.
We're right at the 100, right? I think this is, I always think it's a good time to buy this one because I like the fundamentals.
Yeah,
You can always find a technical reason to buy. The technical reason on this one is easy. It's sitting on the 100. And the key support would be down here, however, at 267. That would be very key support. There's other support before that. The first major support, it went through the first major support, 308. What did it go to today? 306. So it broke the first major support. Then you have support over here back in late January at
right
about $3, 298. So it's sitting right about its support on the 100. It looks like a good place for it to bounce. So
well, that would be right. Or
if it goes much lower, it would be if it passes that 100, then you're looking at this candle for support 267, which is a nasty drop from 308. I don't think it'll happen, but it could if the whole market continues to suck. It'll bring everything down. So with a continuation of this correction, yeah, it could hit 267, 270.
right.
You could see another 10 or 15% come off the top. Can you see that happen with the S&P and going down another 10% or the Dow? Let's take a look.
Yeah, the question there is that it just says if we're going to buy for a dollar cost averaging, we might be able to get a better price than this. But Omar was talking about actually bailing if it gets too low. But like I said,
yeah,
Arjun is just so into it that it's going to be hard to bail on the way down.
well,
We would have to have him on the show to really defend it, I guess, at that point.
Arjun is not the only one who's seen greener pastures. Look at the headline here. Could blast higher by 170%, says analysts. That was just yesterday.
So,
but it could blast lower by 10%. It has tremendous potential.
I guess I'm gonna take the same attitude I took when BCRX wasn't showing good news either.
You got the
more opportunities to buy low.
The Hep B drug. You got the vaccine for COVID, and you got the GBM, the brain cancer drug.
Right.
So you got a lot of different shots on goal with VBI. Well, how did I get VBI back? I wanted the Dow.
Yeah, good question.
Could have sworn I clicked on it. Dow.
You want to do the Dow instead of the Nasdaq. I can.
I hit full screen in my lethargy. I hit full screen and caused VBIB to pop up. Dow is taking a long time to load for whatever reason.
See, I'm looking at the chart. It's not as scary as the Nasdaq chart.
I'll look at maybe all three of them: Nasdaq, S&P, and Dow, provided it loads, of course. Small proviso.
Right.
I don't know what's happening. I'm reloading Yahoo. Now I'll try.
Oh yeah, because then you get the Dow right there.
The Dow is doing the best indices, and it's down 120. But it's only 0.39% compared to the S&P, which is over 1%. The S&P is down 0.57, and the Qs are down over 2%, almost 3%.
Yeah, the Qs have been having a meltdown.
That's where the problem lies. In the Amazons and the Apples and the.
I mean, you were looking at the Russell a week ago, and it actually has improved since.
Really?
Yeah, not great. I mean, it's had a couple of decent days since we talked about it.
Yeah.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is today. I haven't looked.
Probably terrible.
Well, today's not a good day, right?
Probably like the Qs getting slaughtered. Well, the picture on the Dow does not look that bad.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not that scary.
Not scary at all. There's looking at the Dow, there's no reason to sell any Dow stock at this point. You have your key. You have a low here back in 2020, October 30th, 2020. You have a low at 26,000. Another key low over here at 29,850. And then you have a key low 2 days ago on Monday. On Monday, it hit, what did it hit? 30,911. Now, it's not that far away from its all-time high of 32,009. So we're not doing badly at all. We're less than 1,000. We're like less than 800 from an all-time high.
Well, but if you look at that picture, Dr. J, you have all these sort of relatively small candles, and then it ends with these really humongous candles. So all it means is that we're in for a ride, right?
This candle on Friday was a little scary. Came very close to being engulfing at the very top. Too close. So I mean, you can get frightened from that candle. I'll tell you that much. Friday's candle is scary. Then you have the continuation down on Monday. Very scary. Yesterday alleviated the fears of the bulls, but only to come back today a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
It's too early to panic, that's for sure. Too early to panic because it stopped exactly at the 50. Maybe that's it for the Dow. The Dow is fairly strong. Dow looks strong. Let's look at the weak ones. The weak ones being the
Qs.
The Qs in particular, right?
Yeah.
So
it's just look at the Nasdaq index that they have.
It's a tale of two markets, clearly. We're down 3%, pretty much. Ooh, vicious red candle, lower than the clear-cut support over the last 7 trading days. So this was the low of the last 7 trading days. Then let's see how far back we got to go to challenge where we are now to get a lower low. I drew a straight line. I hate straight lines.
There you
I
go.
mean, a regular line. I want to draw a straight line. This is straight enough.
Yeah, straight enough for government work.
So basically, the government work, it's basically 305 would be the load, the next significant load that we're looking at here. But this is more significant. Back here on 1210, this low is 298. We're almost there. 298 is just another day like today. And we're there. Scary.
You're right.
If we take out 298,
The broader NASDAQ is showing the same picture.
if we take out 298, what the hell? I thought I hit this kind of line again. But if we take out 298, then we're looking at a big drop all the way to the 50 down here at 280. So the drops are incremental, 10-point drop, 20-point drop. So if we get bigger than a 10-point drop, we're looking at a 30-point drop. 10 will get you 30.
Yeah.
It could get nasty. I mean, it's already a little bit nasty on off the top being 330, 338. We're at 309. So we took 30 points off. We took 1%. Is that all? 338 to 309. 10%. 10% off.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're looking at another 10 points, which would be another 3%. I mean, 10% is like a magic number, though. 10% correction, right?
Yes.
Even Professor Omar said that 10% correction. Maybe people come in and bid it up tomorrow because the correction is over. We reached 10%.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he was thinking that the fact that we sold out at the bottom, or closed out at the bottom, was good news. I usually like to have a little bit of an upswing in the last hour of trading. Otherwise, I'm thinking that it's just going to continue.
Talk about a little bit of an upswing on one of Dr. J's best picks of the year from $15 all the way up to a high of 84.
What are we looking at now? I'm sorry.
84.49. I should have sold at 84.49, but I wrote some calls for March 19th at the 85 strike. So I'm okay on them. I'll get full credit, so to speak. I'll get the full premium. I don't think it's going to 85 by March 19th, unfortunately. The danger here is that it fills this gap at $53. On a further pullback of the markets, it's looking at $50. So if you think the markets are going to continue on down, wait for the low 50s to add Dermatech. I'll be adding at $50 for sure if it gets there, because it's still going to 100. I'll take the pullback. This is a very key low. Very key low. This one is very key. That's $61. Very key low. So if it goes below $61, then I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be looking to buy in the low 50s. If it gets below.
Yeah, you're still overall bullish on this. It's just a question of finding a price to cost average if it goes down low.
Look at how beautiful a spot that is to stop at. Incredible. Yeah. So it's a very key high and a very
the old ceiling is the new floor.
Beautiful spot. Beautiful.
Yeah, if it doesn't go below that.
It's very close to that today, right?
Yep.
You could add today with a swing trade idea, like you stop at about $60 and you look for the moon. Let's not even call it a swing trade. Just call it a nibble.
Yeah, one of your nibbles.
Nibble with a tight stop. Because I don't know that you want to get out of this till 100. What's the hurry to get out of it? Basically, if it goes up, it's going to make new highs. So because you got nothing but down days, it's just going to retrace them all.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like a decent place to add.
Well,
Right now, get out at 60 and then get in again at 50 if you're wrong.
well, you like the space that this is in.
I love this particular stock.
Right.
Just
You know, this actually reminds me that the next stock we should look at is PROF because it's a similar story.
yeah, they have the Euro lift, right? They have something like that.
See, this one has the right. This one has the innovative. This has an innovation that you like.
I think it's ultrasound. Ultrasound, right?
Right. This one is you said water or this one is ultrasound, right?
Ultrasound for BPH and prostate cancer, for either one.
Right. That's this one.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal market. It's a multi-zillion-dollar market. Every man has overgrown prostate at some point. Every man
Right.
overnight at some point. And
No, I'm way behind you on this as a result.
nobody wants to have a surgical procedure. Nobody wants to take drugs that interfere with your sex life, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
So this might be a solution that is rather benign, quick, and will work.
Now, are you worried about this drop, or are you just seeing this as another opportunity to dollar cost average?
Exactly, because it's just a drop with the market.
Yeah, it's been a little bit more sustained.
Yeah, it started a little earlier than the rest of the market.
Right.
I'm not worried yet. Let's see when I get worried.
I mean, I did double down around the middle of that swing, so I'm still way low, but I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
And like you said, in terms of the industry it's in, it's definitely in a good market.
It also stopped at a very nice spot.
Huh.
If it doesn't stop falling though, it's going to probably go to about the middle of that big green candle.
Down here, right? 19.15.
Yeah, you could be looking at a couple of points lower than this, but I like it. I like it here. I wouldn't even wait for the middle of that green candle.
Really?
Yeah, I might. The only reason I might not add is because I've been selling into this market as a whole, and I hesitate to buy almost anything.
I hear you.
So if I get over my hesitancy to buy almost anything, then I would buy this. This would be high on my buy list, and I might nibble some more.
Well, it showed you nibble signs a couple days ago, but now, yeah, we have to wait for another.
No, it looks like
Let's see what happens.
it may have bottomed today. You don't know. The whole
Yeah, we
market.
don't know. You're right. We don't know.
The whole market may have bottomed today. Professor Omar went all out, so it's a contrary.
That's right. Well, he's the smart one of us.
He is, unfortunately. What the hell?
He likes prof. He said that's good.
I clicked on Averdale and I get important cybersecurity news.
Very funny, Pete.
Yeah, cybersecurity.
So AV, this was the other Fosco pick.
What, AVG?
No, I thought you were on AVDL.
Yeah, I am.
So remember, we have every time we do this, we have to say there was two. There's AVXL, ADXL.
Well, I think it looks like it's going to continue on lower. It's hanging in mid-space somewhere. It doesn't look like a place to stop. At least to the purple line, to the 50-day. 750 area. It'll probably shed a little bit more. Also, that would be the middle of my green candle right in there, 750. I like that, this spot for it to stop. Another 25 cents. Why quibble over pennies? You like it, I guess you could buy it. I think you can get it a little cheaper though, 752, 750. There's nothing really to say other than if you have a position in it, it looks like a good time to be thinking about adding. If you don't have a full position anyway, like me, I probably will add.
Right.
What about
The
that?
next one would be CTXR because that's the other play from Fosco.
I want to do CPIC.
Which one?
CPIC, one that I like a lot.
Okay.
Up 2 pennies today. Whoopee. You got your pattern now of higher lows. Whoopee. But it's all of this is in a down market that it put in a significant low here at 293 and is marching slowly back in the correct direction. Now the 9-day, it crossed the 9-day today. It closed right at the 9-day. The 9-day has negative crosses with the 50 and 100.
Right.
And it looks like the 50 is going to have a negative cross with the 100. So you got some negative crosses here, but you have that everywhere.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really be too worried about that. What I like is the 7-day trend. The 7-day trend is up. I love the fundamentals. I think news can drop any day, certainly any day in March. News about
What are the fundamentals for this one?
rolling NDA, new drug application.
Oh, right.
They have a priority review that Jake and Arjun keep talking about. As if it's worth $1 million. It's worth 100 million apparently.
Right.
You sell it for 100 million.
Yeah, they have an inside track.
I don't understand that. They're giving you the priority review and you can sell it. It makes no sense to me. But anyway,
They're like carbon points.
Yeah, they have a priority review. They have an MF drug that looks really good, better than Jakafi, which is the Insight Pharmaceuticals drug, the only drug around for MF. And this one looks better. Less transfusions, higher platelet counts. It looks good. So I think the drug is going to be really good. I think they're going to make a lot of money with it. I think it'll be approved. Fundamentals look excellent. Technicals are holding up. So I like it. I've been adding a lot to this one. This is one of my new favorites. And it's flying under the radar. You go to StockTwits, you'll see about three people.
Right. No, nobody talks about it on StockTwits.
Yeah, you'll see 3 people posted in the last week. We
have a lot of chatter for CVM right now.
CVM is interesting, yeah. I'm gonna do CTXR though, the other Fosco.
Okay, yeah. So I guess I'm just running one ahead of you.
then we'll get around to CVM.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, this one is come all the way back, but this is a very significant low at $1.65. And could it get that low? I don't think it will. Could it? Yes. I don't think it will. The markets go to excesses. They go too high and they go too low, and they settle at the right place eventually. But they're prone to excess. So I think if it goes down, it's not going to go down all the way to that low, but it might go to 177, the high here and the low here. This looks like a very interesting number, 177. So I would be adding on further weakness. if I don't think the market is going to crash 40%, if I think the market is just about ready to turn around or has a little bit more left on the downside, I would be adding here.
You might see a divergence that the Dow does better while the Nasdaq still languishes for a little while longer.
Yeah, the divergence could continue, or the Qs could be the leading indicator of the downturn.
of the dreaded downturn. Not while all that stimulus money is still sitting on the sidelines. I don't know.
I don't know either. All I know is I took 40% off the table. You know why? Because I don't know.
None of us is a fortune teller.
I'm smart enough to know that I don't know. What is that stat that I like? IPV. Is that it?
AVP.
No, IPV.
Oh, IPV. Okay, it's a different one we're talking about. Let's do CVM first before we change.
Too late.
Too late. Oh, IPV. Right. This was the one for the
LIDAR.
for the LiDAR, right? Why did I have the AVP? You're right. It's this one.
It
IVP.
really put in a significant bottom here, 1375, right above the 100. And we have a negative cross with the 9-day, and don't love that. But, it's going to show weakness with the market, but I like it. I think this is the best of the LiDAR plays.
Are you completely out of VLDR?
No, I sold a lot of it, but I still have some.
Because VLDR was the one that you were pretty bullish on at first, but you're
yeah, I'm still not totally out of it, but it probably will be in favor of this one.
Gotcha.
This one has a lower market cap and connections with Apple that I like, but I don't like the chart. So I see further weakness. So I'm not in a hurry to add to my position. But
Well, the 9 just crossed the 50, which is not good news.
Yeah. Wait, what was the one finally that you wanted?
CVM, because there's been some chatter about it.
CVM?
Yeah.
I added at 17 something. And today it's down 75 cents. I no longer look like a genius adding at 17 something.
I'm seeing a pennant. Are you not seeing a pennant?
I see pennants in my sleep. What are you talking about? I see pennants when there's no one there. I hear music when there's no one there. You ever hear that song?
Yes, of course.
All right, so you could draw a pennant.
Now, this would be the way you're drawing it now. This would be a something bullish, right?
Yes, it would be something bullish. It would be a bullish pennant. And it would look like it's ready to break soon. But, it's all about the news. It's all about the data. You and I know that. So
Right.
short term, if you get a pop to 20, 25, probably take it.
Right. Well, my range was what 19 to 24 was when I was playing.
Yeah.
But I never got to the 24 since I declared that.
I called for 1750.
Yeah, you did call lower. I know.
It got as low as 1774. I don't remember exactly where I bought. Probably lower than where it is now, but I don't know exactly.
I bought it like 1830.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. No, this is definitely a bullish flag formation. Yeah, it looks pretty good from the point of view of the chart. All right. See what happens.
Let's do our other major ones because we're starting to get a little bit late. So BCRX and ATHX.
BCRX, I'm proud of. It's standing up like a soldier. It's holding up really good. Even today, up 13 pennies to 11.87.
Now,
Now,
Arjun on stock tweets, Arjun is being extremely effusive about this stock.
on the other hand, it's got a lower high, and yet another lower high yesterday. So you want to see tomorrow yesterday's high be taken out. That high is 12.20. I want that out. I want to see 12.20 taken out tomorrow, and I want to see the 9-day hold. I don't want I don't want anything below the 9-day, and I want to see 12.20 taken out. Then it's time to go in with 2 fists, as they say. Really, really nice to take this guy out, 12.41. Then you know you're going to make new highs.
Yeah, indeed.
But at least take the 12.20 out, so there's only one obstacle on the way up. But this one's been doing beautifully. Some analysts are giving high price targets, so it looks pretty good.
Funny how it improved once it stopped talking about Galdesivir. Just funny how that works.
Yeah.
Now they're just talking about all their other stuff.
Galidesivir, yeah, that was.
No, it's still a possibility because people are still going to get this disease, and nobody threw away Tamiflu. Tamiflu is doing great. So somewhere down the road, you're going to need to have the Tamiflu of COVID.
Yeah. I wonder if we could put this into some kind of a channel.
A little tough.
You could draw a channel.
You can do it, yeah.
See it's where
there.
No, really interesting.
Tamiflu is expensive. Well, probably because it's worth it.
Yeah. It's been in the channel for since what date is that? Let's say it's been in this channel as far as 122. So about over a month that it's been sitting in basically in this channel. Spent one day not touching it in the last month and a half.
Okay.
Actually, longer than that, because all of these candles kind of touch the channel.
So yeah, depending on if you move your line up a little bit, you'll be
especially
all of that.
Yeah, probably as far back as the beginning of the year. So it's been in a bullish channel. It's been doing very well. This is basically it's an excellent chart, an excellent company. You should be effusive about it. Not abusive, effusive. Saying the wrong word. Last one more.
ATHX.
Oh, please. You had to end on that.
But, this is where all of our money is. This is what the audience come for.
This is where all my money was.
Yeah, I'm still holding on this one.
Oh,
this is another one you made me promise about.
Oh, nauseous.
Isn't it disgusting?
So you had to ruin my day with this one.
Well, why should I be the only one?
At least I have half what I used to own, less than half. It's pretty nauseating. Well, the good news is it's no longer my biggest position with this drop. It's good news.
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite good news, bad news jokes, but I'm not going to tell it because it's not for everybody.
Not for everybody. Gee whiz. Yucky poos.
Yeah, that's the technical term for it.
Yeah.
So what are we thinking? I mean, are we thinking that this is just going to?
It's going to test the 183 level. We're not done.
Yeah. Well, the question is it going to languish there, or
very bad?
Do we still have the good news coming up in terms of the fundamentals?
Good news or bad news? If you get bad news about the odds treatment, covered odds, which I expect, then we're looking at $1.51.
Are we actually hanging our hat on Harvard odds, or there was something else about this stock?
Yes, the ischemic stroke trial,
Ischemic stroke, right?
the regular odds.
Right, because if we're going to be banking on Harvard odds, I would probably bail now. I'm hoping for that other stuff.
I'm kicking. I knew that a collapse was coming, but I couldn't part with as many shares. I couldn't sell all. I'm too emotionally attached to this stock. I hinted at it on the show, but I didn't actually say it. But I knew I'm not going to sell all myself, so I couldn't.
Right.
I couldn't tell people sell everything, even though that's the way I felt. I only say what I'm doing, so I'm not going to say what I should be doing.
So all right. So if it goes below $1.70, would you dollar cost average or would you bail? I mean, would really trim?
I'm not bailing.
You would trim? Would you trim or would you just hold on?
I'll add.
If it went closer to $1.75.
You don't understand. I'm like married to this stock.
Okay. Well, when you say it like that, then I can't expect a rational answer out of you because I'm married also.
If it gets down to this 150 level, I'll buy a lot. Because if it collapses due to COVID odds, which I don't expect to be good anyway, it's not
right. Exactly.
I will definitely come in with more money. That's my thinking.
Linda's asking about NEO before we leave.
Sure.
Do you have anything to say about that?
Yes, I'm glad I'm not in it. That's one loser I'm avoiding. All right.
Well, it wasn't a loser while it was a winner.
It's been a winner, but like all the AV plays, lately it's been tough sledding.
Yeah, look at that.
Really tough sledding. Put in a significant low here and only to take it out today. Let's just see where that line gets us. Actually, let's draw this significant low here. I forgot to do I keep one horizontal line. I don't want this vertical. Let me just get rid of this line.
Yeah, you're back on your PC. You should be
back in the familiar territory.
Yeah, you shouldn't be having these extraneous lines anywhere.
No, I'm exhausted from the workout. I told you.
Oh, I got you. Sorry.
But this is really good. This is a good spot to fall back to.
Okay.
38.43. So I have my buy target in between 38.43 and this low right here. This low is at 39.63. So somewhere around $39 looks like an excellent buy.
Has this company sold a car yet?
I don't know. I've known very little about the company, but they do make cars.
It's supposed to be the Chinese Tesla, right?
I think so. They must have sold plenty of cars.
Oh, Tesla took forever before they started selling cars.
In China they must have. I know they don't make their own cars. They give it out. At least they used to.
Yeah.
So
I some good advice.
Like NEO, we're a couple of points lower than where it is now. I think it's an excellent entry point. And if it drops below support, then you just bail. It's not a bad time to get in anywhere like above 40, 40-ish. And then if it goes to, let's say, 36, you bail. If not, you're sitting with a nice, you could be, a nice bullish run could be ahead of you.
Right. Well, I mean, overall, if the company's got legs, it'd be kind of fun place to get into the bargain.
Back to $65. So you get in at 40, looking for 60, with a sell at 36. I like those odds. If EV gets hot again, this will run. In the
Right.
chart,
Pete,
you're definitely right at support now, just above support. All right,
now,
that's it.
Pete's saying the global chip shortage isn't really hurting the. I wouldn't understand why that would be the case. It's got to be hitting everybody.
I don't know, but I'm glad to have come on today and tell everybody that I'm now 40% cash, and I'm worried about the market saying 40%. But I have one hand.
This isn't the big one, right?
Let me be perfectly clear. I have one hand on the buy button, the other hand on the sell button.
Right. It's like having one foot on the brake, one foot on the gas.
Exactly. Ready to react in either direction. Linda says patience. Now, patience in a normal market, but not patience in a bear market.
You have to have some alacrity.
Sell quickly in a bear market. If we are in a bear market, you got to just get rid of get dump as quick as possible. But if we're not in a bear market, buy. Which is correction or a bear market. Final say, correction or bear market. Professor Spike, what says that?
Nothing wins like success.
Okay. All right, makes sense, I think. All right, so we didn't resolve whether we're in a bear market or just a correction because nobody knows. Even Magnificent Adam doesn't know for sure. See,
he says we're not there yet. I'm going to take the same. I'm thinking this is just a short-term correction, that the big stuff's going to happen closer to the summer.
Probably. But I trimmed sufficiently that just in case I'm wrong, I'm thinking like you, but just in case I'm wrong, I'm not going to get killed.
Right.
So I've got to make a little less and lose a lot less. That's how I look at it. Let's see, Professor Omar.
Well, look, with that 40% cash, you're going to be finding a lot of bargains over the next couple of weeks.
Professor Omar says, I agree. Now, what is he agreeing? He's agreeing to vendor?
He agrees that it's not quite a bear market yet. That this is just a correction.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, you got enough money to find some really good bargains.
Yeah, when Apple dips to 100, why not, right?
Well, you said you were going back into what would you say you were going back into? Miso.
Sure. Oh yeah, I want to buy more
Mankind's getting killed. That's not a good one.
I want to buy more CTIC, more Miso, more garbage.
What about Sava? Now Sava's under 50. You might buy that for.
I want to buy more Sava. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I can't because I'm loaded, but
I might think about more Novus as well.
Novus, yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't really get to talk about Arrowhead.
It's going to 100. So leave it at that.
Okay, fair enough.
And of course, do your own due diligence. Our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. Check with an advisor before acting. And if you like our show, support your channel by subscribing.
Please.
Anything else, Ted? Au revoir, Riverdeck.
No, that's it. This was actually a good show, I think.
You know what the most language that's spoken more than any other language in the world is, don't you?
What, the language of money?
Mandarin.
Language of love.
And we don't even know how to say good night or goodbye in Mandarin.
Oh, in Mandarin. No, I do not.
We have to learn that. Next show.
That should be easy enough to learn.
You can listen to Google Translator, and I'll give you a assignment. You can say good night in Mandarin next show.
Okay, done.
All right.
I'm writing it down. Mandarin.
Shalom. Riverdeck.
I'm probably going to think it's a stock that I should buy. I'm going to go, why should I buy Mandarin?